Before you go, I have one last thing. A personal favor. Find Vanessa and put her down. I can't stand the thought of that abomination. Good luck, Captain.
Sir.
Not now.
All right, bud. I've checked her over and over. I think she's ready as she'll ever be. How about you?
Crazy bells are ringing.
Yep. Yep, they are. So, I guess just stand up on that there platform. I'll see about getting a lock on a signal.
Good luck, Captain.
You're going to have to stand on the platform for this to work. Okay, let me just get everything dialed in here. Everything seems to be in order, no faults reported. Sit tight, going to start scanning frequencies. Inputting the code. Holy cow! Getting a lot of spikes here. Oh, come on, settle down. All right. Might take a couple of moments to lock onto the signal. I almost forgot. I'm sure Ward told you, but we're hoping to get a lot of info out of the Institute. I've got this here holotape for you. If you could insert it into any Institute terminal you find and run it, it would be a big help. Just hand it back after you've done that, and I'll do the rest. Oh my God, it's done it! We've locked onto a signal. RF looking nominal. I'm going to start the emitter. 80... 90... We're getting a lot more spikes, but they're good spikes! Just need to throw the switch. Counting down now. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, Captain.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
No way to pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door!
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Hell of a story. But I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite encouraging. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. but it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us. I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Better late than
Almost
never.
done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Oh, that's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
We're all looking forward to
Dragging
working
their
with you.
feet on the targeting package upgrades
You're
I
here.
asked for.
Glad
Maybe
you
I
made
should
it.
take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between
It's an
us
honor to
and pretty
meet you,
much all
sir.
the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
I know it'll be a
Constant
difficult
vigilance is
adjustment
vital,
for you,
preventing
but try to
synth
remember
escapes.
that synths aren't people.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Dr. Ao, this is X733 reporting in. I have an update on assignment 3.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Did I turn off the
C521,
interferometer?
designation Vanessa, and her squad are currently operating in the vicinity of Salem and are maintaining radio silence. Once I have pinpointed their location, I shall issue them their new orders. I will report back once I have completed my mission.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee. I have this file for you.
Took you long enough.
She's been at it for over
sorry,
2
I'll
hours.
just
What is she even
leave it
testing?
on your
Nothing.
desk.
At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Well, that was productive.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Excellent. Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Hey, you're back in one piece. Oh, I was wondering how you'd get on. The signal interceptor sorta blew itself up right after you left.
For all we know, that thing could be a recipe for Deathclaw surprise.
Fine by me. The mess hall could do with some more food variety. Now, I'm thinking there's probably some serious encryption on there. It's gonna take me a little while to decode. If I find anything good, I'll let you know.
A regrettable occurrence.
I hear something! Time to die! Kill us all!
It's gonna take a lot more than some big fish to scare me! Woohoo! Yeah! I ain't running out of ammo anytime soon, Krabby! You picked the wrong day to tick me off! Woo! Gotcha, didn't I? Ah! Ha-ha! Take that! I ain't running out of ammo anytime soon, Krabby! Running out of ammo anytime soon, Krabby! Woohoo! Yeah! I ain't running out of ammo anytime soon, Krabby! It's gonna take a lot more than some big fish to scare me! It's gonna take a lot more than some big fish to scare me! Gotcha, didn't I? Woo! Gotcha, didn't I?
Your unfortunate father told us about you, or else I'd have had to kill you on sight. I am asking you to leave. Otherwise...
Looking for someone who's gone missing.
There is nobody here of interest to you. Only Institute agents. If you do not turn back, I will have to harm you. I must ask you to leave. Regretfully, I must now... No! Impossible.
What, these assholes again? Everyone, into position. Hey, you three, you're up.
What?
Last mistake! They've used the elevator. You know what to do.
Let's rock! Keep firing!
Who?
They're coming down the ramp. Come on, people. Get them!
Yeah!
God, I hope there's a bounty on you!
Other side's chained up.
Okay, rest of you, move up now!
Engaging hostile!
Fine. You want a tango? Come get some!
Let's rock!
Who's there? What?
What? Gunner down! You're dead!
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve this time. Nice try. Oh, it's not gonna be that easy.
So you're a synth?
Of course I'm a synth, dumbass. You've ruined everything. Shit. Think this is it for me.
But it's the safest place in the world.
Glad to see you're alive and well.
Any updates on your
Made
mission?
it to the Institute?
The signal interceptor worked. I've been to the Institute and back again.
Good old Myers delivers again. Progressing with your objectives?
I found some technical documents for you.
Let me take a look. Mass fusion, huh? Nicely done, Captain. This is a good lead. I imagine we'll make our way there in the near future. You should hand it over to General Ward.
I found them.
One of those names sounds familiar, but I'm not entirely sure why. Either way, this is helpful information. Good job.
I'm working on it.
You'd better get back to it quick. Both General...
Captain, any updates on your mission?
I got the job done.
Good work dealing with that abomination, Captain. While I know that wasn't my Vanessa, it's still a difficult thought to bear. Anyway, it's time to move on.
Yes, General. I'm happy your affairs have been resolved. There will be no more distractions from here on out.
So, what did you find from the Institute? Intel? Anything to help with our power issues?
Yep, this year's hottest gift. Get one before they're gone.
How very witty. You must be proud of that one.
This is good information, Captain. Very good information. In fact, please take this. I'm sure it will serve you well.
General, I think it's time we brief the Captain on the next phase of our plans.
Please continue, Senator.
As you may or may not know, we have some history with the Brotherhood of Steel. They know we're in the Commonwealth. After all, they've absolutely heard our radio broadcasts. They just don't know where we are.
That changes now. It is time we make our presence known to the Commonwealth. We have the troops, we have the equipment, we have the ambition. Now we send a message. The Brotherhood of Steel have set up a forward operating base within North Boston Police Department. I want you to join Captain Peterson and his squad in securing it for the Enclave.
The Brotherhood needs to be taken down, and it needs to be done now.
Yes, it does. This is the first step towards that goal. One last thing. Colonel Whitehill, Senator Matthews, and I are in agreement. You have been an exemplary soldier thus far. And so, you are hereby promoted to the rank of Major. I'm also authorizing a suit of power armor for you. Congratulations, Major.